The question that we will be discussing now is a question based on savings and income. A person spends 70% of his salary. A person spends 70% of his salary. His salary is increased by 24%. A person spends 70% of his salary. His salary is increased by 24%, and his expenses increase by 15%. His expenses increase by 15%. Find the percentage increase in the savings. A person spends 70% of his salary. His salary is increased by 24% and his expense increases by 15%. Find the total percentage increase in his savings. In this case, I'll assume the guy's salary is 100 rupees initially, because in any percentage or profit and loss problem, I can take the base value, initial value, I can assume it as 100. Reason is there is no exact value given. So absolute value, when they are not given, you can assume it one of the base values to be 100. So here I'll assume that the salary of the person is 100 rupees. His expenses will be 70% of 100. 70% of 100 will be 70 rupees. His savings will be remaining 30 rupees. His savings will be remaining 30 rupees. Now what they say is that his salary is increased by 24%. So this 100 rupees salary now becomes 100 plus 24, which is 124 rupees. Now this guy's salary has become 24% more, which is 24% of 100 is 24. So 100 plus 24, his salary will be now 124 rupees. So among this 124 rupees, some amount he'll spend, some amount he'll save. So they say that his expenses increase by 15%. His expenses increase by 15% means I cannot write it as 70 plus 15, 85. I can't write that way. Reason is his expenses increase by 15% means percentage is always relative. So here out of 100 rupees that he spent, 15 rupees he is spending extra. So 15% means 15 out of 100 should be same as which amount out of 70. This is what I will be needing to find. So 15 out of 100 will be same as 15 into 7, 105 by 10, which is 10.5 rupees. Or in other words, 15% of 70 I will need to find. 15% of 70, 10% of 70 is 7, 5% is 3.5. Sum of both these will be 10.5. So his new expense will be 70 plus 10.5, which is 80.5. This will be his new expense. Now what will be his latest savings? After the increase in salary, what will be his savings? So initially his savings was 30 rupees. The reason it was 30 is he spent 70 rupees and he got a salary of 100 rupees. Now his salary is 124, his expense is 80. So his savings will be 124 minus 80.5. So 124 minus 80.5, this will be 43.5 rupees savings. You see here the increase in savings. Initially the savings was 30, now the savings is 43.5. So there is an increase of 13 rupees 50 paise in the savings. 13.5 is the increase in savings. The next thing that I will need to find is how much percentage increase is there in the savings. So by percentage it means that out of 30 rupees the increment is 13.5. Then out of 100 how much will be the increment? So this should be the answer. So out of 100 how much will be the increment? So next step I will be just cross multiplying third table one time, third table 4.5 times. So 10, if it comes to the numerator here, I will get the unknown value as 45, which means the percentage increase in the savings is 13.5 rupees or 45%. This will be the answer. Next question, the population of a city. The population of a town is 1,25,000. The population of a town is 1,25,000. The population of a town is 1,25,000 in the year 2012. In the year 2012. In 2013, its population decreased by 20%. Decreased by 20%. In 2014, its population increased by 20%. In 2015, its population again increased by 15%. Its population again increased by 15%. Find the population of the city. Find the population of the city at the end of 2015. Find the population of the city at the end of 2015. Now this problem, if you see, so we already saw problems about successive increase or successive decrease, but we had formula only for two successive increase or decrease. Here they are given three values. So how will we work with these three values? So we will just have a look at this. Here the initial population was 1,25,000. This is in the year 2012. In 2013, the population has increased or decreased. It has decreased. It has decreased by 20%. So minus 20%. So 20%, as I already told you from the table, 20% is 1/5 of the value. So what is 1/5 of 1,25,000? 1/5 of 1,25,000 will be 1,25,000 divided by 5, which is 25,000. So its new population will be 1,25,000 minus 25,000, which is 1 lakh. In 2013, its population will be 1 lakh. In 2014, its population increased by 20%. So there is a decrease of 20%. Again, there is an increase of 20%. Again, there is an increase of 20%. So from 1 lakh, it has increased by 20%. What is 20% of 1 lakh? 20% of 1 lakh will be 20,000. So its increase in population will be from 1 lakh, it has increased by 20,000, which is now 1,20,000. So this will be the population at the end of 2014. In 2015, again the population increases by 15%. Again the population increases by 15%. So 15%, what is 15% of 1,20,000? 10% will be 12,000. 5% will be half of 12,000, which is 6,000. So 15% will be 12,000 plus 6,000, which is 18,000. So now the population will be 1,20,000 plus 18,000, which is 1,38,000. So this will be the latest population or the population at the end of 2015, and this will be the answer for this question. Next question, there are two equal numbers. So there are two numbers that are equal, which means both are same number. One number is increased by 20%. Another number is decreased by 20%. Now, by how much percentage is the second number greater than the first? Sorry, is the first number greater than the second? You see here there are two numbers, both are same numbers. One number is increased by 20%, another number is decreased by 20%. Now the numbers can be anything, they did not exactly say what are the numbers. By how much percentage is the first number? Now the first number was increased by 20%, second number is decreased by 20%, they are no longer the same, they are still different. Now the first number has increased its worth, second number has decreased its value, which means the first number is greater than the second number. The question is that by how much percentage is the first number greater than the second number? So this question does not have any absolute values, but however, if we are getting this in the interview, most of us what will answer is that 20 plus 20, 40 will be the answer. That is what we will be thinking, but the answer for this question is not 40. Here I'll assume the initial number is 100. The initial number is 100. Now the first number is increased by 20%. 20% means out of 100, 20 is increasing, which means the first number becomes 100 plus 20, which is 120. The second number becomes 100 minus 20, which is 80. So now the first number is 120 and the second number is 80. Next, what they are telling is that there are two numbers, one number is increased by 20%, another is decreased by 20%. We have done that. By how much percentage is the first number greater than the second number? Now you see, first number is greater than the second number. By how much? What is the difference? So the difference between the two numbers is 40. The difference between the two numbers is 40, but they did not ask the difference in terms of absolute values. They asked the difference in terms of percentage, which means the first number is 40 greater than the second number, which is 80. So by how much percentage is the first number greater than the second? So second number is 80, so I will take second number, that is 80 as the base value. The increase in the value or the difference in the value is 40. I will take that in the numerator. I need to find this in percentage. So 40 by 80 into 100, which is 0, 0, I will cancel, 1 by 2, which is nothing but 50% will be the answer for this question. So in a lottery, 6% of the tickets printed are eligible for prizes. So in a lottery, there are some lottery tickets. Among all the lottery tickets printed, 6% of them are eligible for prizes. Among these means among these 6%, among these prize tickets. So among these, 5% of the tickets are eligible for, among these 6% of the tickets, 5% of the tickets are eligible for prizes over rupees 5,000. So among these tickets which are eligible for prizes, among that 5% of the tickets are eligible for prizes over 5,000 rupees. If two lakh tickets are printed, if 2 lakh tickets are printed, then how many tickets among them are eligible for prices over rupees 5,000. So if 2 lakh tickets are printed, then among those 2 lakh tickets, I know that 6% are eligible for prizes. Then again among that 6%, 5% are eligible for prize for over 5,000 rupees. The question here is, among these 2 lakh tickets, how many tickets can give you prize money of over 5,000 rupees? So this 5%, most of us what we will do is that we will be answering it as 5% of 2 lakh, but that will not be the answer. Here we will try to see how to obtain the answer. Here among the 2 lakh tickets, how many tickets are eligible for prizes? 6%. So 6% of 2 lakhs. So A percentage of B, I know the formula is A into B by 100, which is 6 into 2 lakhs by 100. So 0, 0, 0, 0 will cancel. So among this 6 into 2000, which is 12,000 tickets. 12,000 tickets are eligible for prize money. Among these 12,000 tickets, 5%. Among these 12,000 tickets, 5% are eligible for prize money of over 5,000 rupees. So I will have to find 5% of this 12,000. Now same way I will use the formula of A percentage of B. A percentage of B is A into B divided by 100. 5 into 12,000 divided by 100. So 0, 0, 0, 0 will cancel. So 5 into 120, which is 600. 5 into 120, which is 600, which means among these 2 lakh tickets, only 600 tickets are eligible for prizes of over 5,000 rupees. And that will be the answer for this question. Let's say a person started a business. A person started a business, and in the first year he earned a profit of 50%. In first year he earned a profit of 50%. A person started a business. In the first year he earns a profit of 50%. Donates 50% of the profit for charity. He donates 50% of the profit for charity. He donates 50% of the profit of charity. And the same was followed. Charity and invested the rest in business. And invested the rest in business. After second year, he again obtains 50% as profit. And he donates 50% of profit charity, and he donates 50% of the profit to charity, and gives the remaining profit of rupees 6 lakhs and gives the remaining profit of rupees 6 lakhs to his family. Find his initial investment. Find his initial investment. So if you look at this, this question is a bit complex. By complex I mean that it is too long. So a person started a business, I don't know by how much, with how much amount he started the business, I do not know. After starting the business, in the first year, he earns 50% as profit. He donates that 50% to, among the profit, he donates half to charity and the remaining half he again invests in the business. After second year, he again obtains 50% as profit and donates 50% of the profit to charity. And he gives the remaining profit. So among the profit, half he is donating to charity and remaining half he gives to family. That remaining half amounts to rupees 6 lakhs. Now given this data, I will have to find the initial investment. So here the question may be very long, but the answer is very simple. Here let's assume that his investment was 100. Let's assume that his investment was 100%. So in this 100%, 50% he gets profit. Among this 50%, in this 100%, he gets a profit of 50%. In this 50%, so 50% is nothing but 50 rupees I will take. So 100 rupees is the investment, 50 rupees is the profit. In this 50%. So 50% of 50 is half of 50, 25 rupees for charity, 25 rupees he again invests in this business. So for the first year his investment was, I am assuming it to be 100. Now for the second year his investment will be 100 plus 25, which is 125. So in the first year, I am assuming that his investment was 100 rupees. For 100 rupees he will be getting 50 rupees profit. Among that 50 rupees he will be giving 25 rupees as charity and 25 rupees he will be investing in the business again. Again in the next year, his investment will be 125 rupees. So in this 125 rupees, he will be getting a profit of 50%. So 50% of 125, which is 125 by 2. So you just remember this. In a problem, whenever you are getting a calculation like this with numerator and denominator, do not always try to get the decimal number, because our calculations on decimal number will be a bit slower. So you always try to keep it as fraction. Reason is, from the interviewer's point of view, from the question paper setter's point of view, they will give questions in such a way that the numbers will get cancelled for sure. So in this case, 125 by 2 will be the profit. In this 125 by 2, again half. 125 by 4, he will be giving it to charity, and 125 by 4, he will be giving it to family. 125 by 4, he will be giving it to family. So by 125 by 4, his profit percentage, I assumed that his investment was 100, which means the amount he is giving to the family is 125 divided by 4. So for 100 rupee investment, the amount that he will give to the family is 125 by 4. The amount that he will give to the family is 125 by 4. Then for 6 lakh rupees investment, then for how much investment? I don't know how much is the investment. For how much investment he will have to give 6 lakh rupees to his family. So this is a question. For 100 rupees investment, he will be giving 125 divided by 4, that much amount to the family. That is, among the second year's profit, he will give 50% to the family. So 6 lakh rupees he is giving to the family means, then how much should have been his investment? This is a question. So to solve this, I will be cross multiplying it. To cross multiply, I will bring this unknown value. I will take this unknown value as x. I will bring x to the numerator. So I will get x is equal to 6 lakh into 100. The 100 comes to the numerator there. 6 lakh into 100 into 4. The 4 in the denominator here again comes to the numerator there, divided by 125. So 25th table, I can divide this 4 times, 5 times. 5th table 1 time. 5th table 1,20,000 times. 1,20,000 times. So your total profit will be 1,20,000 into 4 into 4. This will have been the initial investment. So 4 4s are 16. 16 into 12 will be 192. So 192. 1 2 3 4. So his initial investment was 19,20,000 rupees. So this would have been his initial investment. His initial investment was rupees 19,20,000.